Bobby V. You already know, you know I got soul, baby. Keep it locked.
Perfect. So, last project, Peach Moon EP. Just talk about the reception of that project, because I know you kind of went in a different direction. It was a lot more grown, a lot more musical. So what was the reception with that project?
The reception of the project, I think I had kind of mixed reviews with it. A lot of real Bobby V fans, they definitely appreciate where I was trying to go and what I was trying to do musically. But a lot of people that kind of straddled in the fence, they were more feeling like, yo, what are you doing? This is not the Bobby V I know. And, you know, it was kind of, I got mixed reviews, but people that actually heard the album and real music lovers, people that love real music, love the project. And I got a lot of respect from people like Jill Scott, Light Jennings, Music Soul Child, a lot of the real soul singers, Chrisette Michelle, a lot of people that really love and know real music that really respected the project. So I kind of had mixed reviews, but it was all in all, it was a great project for me because I got a chance to really challenge myself musically. So I had a good, I really loved that project just because I was able to channel a different side of my music.
Right. And of course, moving forward, is this the direction that you continue to want to go in?
Well, now moving forward, I'm going more toward like futuristic R&B. My new single, Unbelievable, is out. I'm about to drop another single called Versace Sheets, and it has a rapper by the name Snooty Wild on there. And you know, I'm kind of going back to my roots of Bobby V, but also kind of going a little bit more futuristic with it, kind of setting the tone of the new age R&B.
Right. And of course you dropped 2 songs recently, Peanut Butter and Jelly as well as Unbelievable.
Right.
Kind of a contrast in sound. Can you just kind of talk about both songs a little bit?
Yeah, well PBJ was like, I was thinking more party and shit with PBJ, you know, have a good time. I love to perform that song because whenever I perform, people have an awesome time, they jam, they dance, and they have a good time. Unbelievable is more of the sound that I'm kind of going forward with right now, which is kind of, I call it like futuristic R&B. I'm working with a producer, he's from Toronto, his name is Emerson Brooks, and we went in, we recorded at my house, we probably recorded 10 songs, and they all are like just on a total different level, so I'm very excited about where the new project is going and you know, where the new sound is going.
Right. So of course, on Instagram right now, I know that you have a song with Pleasure P and Ray J coming up. Talk about that song a little bit.
Well, the song with Pleasure P and Ray J, we were in California a few months back, and we probably recorded 4 or 5 songs together. So just trying to find a different balance and a different kind of chemistry. And I really want to combine the different R&B singers and put everybody together and just make different kind of music. So we got 5 bangers right now, and I'm excited to kind of, you know, really go back in the studio and also shoot a video for the record that we kind of leaked and just see what goes from there.
Right. And the one thing that I've noticed is that as far as R&B singers, no one really collaborates with each other anymore. It's more so a rapper type of thing. So what made you kind of want to collaborate with artists again?
Well, just that, man. I feel like as R&B, man, we're not collaborating, and that's, to me, that's the downfall of R&B, is that we don't collaborate with each other like the rappers do. The rappers kind of have taken over because they feature each other on every song, and they're constantly reaching out to each other. Whereas with R&B, we just reach out to a rapper and we do our thing. So, you know, in my mind, I want to reach out to all the R&B singers and collaborate with them. So I've collaborated with soul singers like Dwell Lane as well, like Jennings. You know, these are more recent collaborations that I've done. So I'm trying to just reach out as well, like of course Ray J, Pleasure P, the new cat by name by Sean, and I'm just trying to collaborate with more, even like Tracy, Weekend, Chris Brown, you know, Jeremiah. All of the R&B cats, Lloyd, me and Lloyd have collaborated as well. So I'm just trying to reach out and collaborate with as many R&B cats as I can.
And of course, you were talking about it earlier, just a new sound that you're working with. Can you just kind of introduce us to the new project and when we can expect that?
You know, right now it's untitled. Right now I have a tentative title of party favors. I'm releasing a 10-year anniversary kind of mixtape of a lot of my favorite songs and collaborations that I've done from Michelle to Ludacris to Nicki Minaj to all of these songs that I've recorded with Lil Wayne with the different artists. So I'm just trying to reach out to everybody. And this CD that I'm putting out is a 10-year reunion CD, and it has like all of my collaborations and a few of my other favorite songs. But this new sound that I'm working on is very futuristic. And Emerson Brooks, like I said, he's from Toronto, Canada. Very talented. There's a lot of talent in Canada, period. And I'm excited to put this new music out. The reception that I got from Unbelievable showed me how big that this new project can be, because Unbelievable was just released by myself and my crew. And we're getting spins on XM Radio, just getting a lot of love for the song. We also have a video out. And the videos on YouTube, so just trying to put this futuristic sound, this futuristic R&B, and really show people that R&B is not dead, and here's the new sound.
Right. And if you're going with this new sound, does that mean new expectations for you personally with your career?
Well, I always set high expectations for myself, so I definitely have high expectations. So my expectations for myself are always high. So definitely.
Cool. And with this new sound, I know one of your biggest collaborators is Tim and Bob. Are they going to be involved in this project?
Yeah, Tim and Bob. I recorded probably 3 or 4 records with them. So those are like some of my favorite producers to work with. We have this chemistry that's pretty much unbearable. Like it's crazy. So I'm always excited to work with them.
And I think in the past you've mentioned being frustrated with releasing radio-friendly singles as your first single, and then the rest of your album is R&B. Just moving forward now, when you're going on these tours and doing these shows, what kind of songs do your fans want to hear from you? Is it the
fans, unless it's my real fan base of fans, they always want to hear the hit records. But just recently I was in the UK and they wanted to hear new music. They wanted to hear so many different things, and I like to really collaborate and do a lot of different. I like to do those type of shows with people that love Bobby B and want to hear the new music and hear what I have going on. So I love to do new songs. I love for people to want to hear the new songs. A lot of times people just want to hear the hit records and party. But I love to be able to do those songs where people want to have fun and people want to hear that new music. People are really into Bobby B. Those are the shows I really like to do.
Right, and of course you've been independent for a while now. You've put out a couple of projects. Would you say that now that you've done it for so long that the grind is easier, or is it always going to be as challenging?
I think the grind is harder. Even the grind is harder in the industry, even if you have no major record deal. I mean, it's so competitive, so cutthroat, that you have to constantly be improved. You have to constantly work hard and harder than the next day. So being independent now is that much more. So definitely the grind of independent is hard, but I'm always up for the challenge. Always.
Well, you've been starting as an independent artist for a minute now, so would you say it's easier now than it was 5 years ago, just personally speaking?
I think it's harder now. I think it's definitely harder to be independent now, but it's harder to be an artist, period, now, because it's so, like I said, it's so competitive. So I think you just have to work hard, and you have to let your music speak for itself. And I think that your real fans and your real fan base, they will follow you, and they will uplift you. And I have some real fans that really that keep me going, because it gets hard. You get down and out, but my real fans, Bobby, come on, you can do it. Yes. Those words of encouragement, and just having people that work for me and people that are behind me, 100%, family, friends, that really pushes me, and that makes me want to work that much harder.
Right. And of course, you were mentioning 10 years since your debut album.
Yeah.
Just take me back to your debut album, because I feel like it's one of those projects where it was really cohesive, and Slow Down, Tell Me, 2 big singles. So what do you remember about that whole album?
I just remember being broke and being out in California recording this album, and staying at the extended stay, and trying to hitch a ride here and there, and just the grind of it. I remember the grind. And it was totally a blessing and a gift from God. A lot of people are always like, hey, why don't you make another song like Slow Down? But it's not as easy as said, because I've made those type of songs, and but the grind is hard, but I just remember the whole grind and actually recording that album. Kanye West was actually recording across the hall from me. This was before he was Kanye West, and this was before I was about to be, but I would always see his name on Kanye West, and I was just like, wow. We recorded the album at a big studio called Record Plant in LA, and I just remember the grind and the struggle and the goodness though. The grind was awesome, so I did have a good time just putting that whole project together.
Right, and you're talking about the grind and the struggle. How did that eventually lead to Tim and Bob coming into the picture? Because they're big time producers. Was that more so DTP hooking it up?
Tim and Bob was always somebody that I wanted to work with. I was in a group prior to being Bobby V, and I said an album we had recorded with Tim and Bob. That was like my first time kind of meeting them, and I said, you know what, if I ever, and I just remember recording with them, and we did some hot records for Mr., which is the name of the group, and those records never came out, and to this day, a lot of those records we recorded is definitely still hot, but I always said, you know what, if I go solo, I want to work with Tim and Bob, and when I went solo, the guy that was managing me at the time named he went and found Tim and Bob. He took me to their house and we recorded the project, and we just put everything together. We got the studio and all that, and put the album together.
Right. Okay. So of course one of our favorite albums is your second album, Special Occasion. Had a lot of big time producers on there, Timbaland, B. Cox, Darkchild. So what were your expectations on that project?
My expectations were very high, which they are every time I release a project. You can't force people. If people don't know about a project or something, you really can't be mad about it. But the word of mouth spread about the project, we end up going gold. The first album was platinum, and after that second album, that's when I went totally independent. Which my third album almost had a gold album independent, which was Rebirth. And my expectations were high though. I had a couple features on there. I had Fabulous and Ludacris on the album. My most feature-heavy album was my Dust Till Dawn project. It was the fifth project where I had Future, K. Michelle, Gucci Mane. I had a lot of people on that project. But my expectations are always high, and I don't get mad. I just continue to work hard and grind, and that's why I'm still here 10 years later. Being able to come here to Vancouver, it's a blessing. It's a beautiful city, so clean and nice. I love it. So I'm just blessed, man. 10 years later, because I remember coming in the game. A lot of those people that I came in the game with, they're nowhere to be found right now. A lot of people may say I'm nowhere to be found, but I'm still touring. I'm still grinding, and I'm still working hard to get ready to release like my seventh project. So I'm excited and I feel good.
Right. And lastly, as an independent artist, you've been able to collaborate with so many of the mainstream artists. How is that possible for an independent artist to do that?
I think that when people respect your craft or respect you as an individual, as a businessman, they will collaborate with you. I'm a real singer, and at the same time I'm a businessman, so I think that people respect that, and I think that that's what has allowed me to work with the major artists that I work with.
Cool, and that's all we got for you. Anything you'd like to add?
No, make sure y'all follow me on my Instagram, Real Bobby V, Twitter, Bobby V, Facebook, Bobby V. Stay in touch with everything that I got going on.
Perfect. Do you mind doing a drop?